Anduin versus Tranda.
Moon give me strength.
The light shall bring victory.
Is someone injured?
From Kazakis.
I wonder.
It's playtime.
I wonder.
At last, a worthy disciple.
This jungle hides many secrets. Brilliant.
Aluth Neladar.
Warriors of the frozen wastes. Rise. Lost and worthy disciple.
I must consider.
None shall pass.
I must consider. Must move quickly.
hope you like my invention.
I must consider.
Quickly. Behold the glory of a new sun!
Job done.
Of the frozen wastes, rise.
I wonder.
The light has betrayed me.
Brilliant.
Mind if I roll need?
None shall pass. I will enjoy watching you die. Let the pain speak to me.
be this funnel cake. The shadows grow short. Blessed be this funnel cake. One last bite.
Job's done.
One last bite.
What is Elun's will?
Surrender your will to Kabal. Betrayed me. Do you like to play with fire?
Torto, preserve us! Shells up! Shells up!
Not all who wander are lost. Total dark! I'm almost out of cards!
Let me change your mind.
Blessed be this funnel cake! Behold the glory of a new sun!
Uncanny!
I ain't talking!
We are here for vengeance! I'm out of cards!
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator. Who are you?
Almost out of cards!
Is someone injured?
Well played!
Job's done.
Well played!
Anduin versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
The light shall bring victory.
Job's done.
Choose quickly.
Time waits for...
Anduin versus Jaina!
You asked for it.
The light shall bring victory.
Job's done.
It's playtime. Again! Again!
At last, a worthy disciple.
Job's done.
At last, a worthy disciple. Serve or die.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
I must consider. I must consider.
Tortola, preserve us!
Not too quickly.
An incredible discovery!
I must consider. I must consider. Quickly.
Strategy perceived is no strategy. I mean, if you know what the other guy's doing, you take his power away.
Well, I mean, if my neighbor said, well, I got this, I got all this water, I got all this food, I got all these guns, and I know he has all that stuff, and I didn't prepare, I'm going to go get it out. If that has nothing, then why would I?
There you go.
Right.
So don't tell anyone.
Let's see. 9% of the people ask about the apocalypse if they're prepared, refuse to reveal what their plans are. So yeah, everyone's going to be very secretive. It's every man, woman, and child for themselves.
It's that kid in school who was covering his paper when you were like, number 7. I'm not. Get that arm across. You're like, you're a jackass, man.
Yeah, I'm doing some renovating to my house right now, and I was thinking about redoing the driveway. I have those spacer stones.
Oh, yeah.
And they're just old, and they're starting to look like lava rocks. I mean, like, they're very porous and stuff. I'm like, probably time to replace that. So I was thinking when I take all those paver stones out, digging a hole and putting a shelter, you know, because they sell these shelters, like these round, like columns.
Cylinder?
Like silos on their sides?
Yeah, cylindrical things that you can just drop into the ground,
Container.
then bury it.
Looks like a big giant propane tank.
Propane tank, and it has, you know, a couple sleeping quarters in it,
Like
and
a little submarine down there.
alley.
Awesome. Do it.
Do that.
But if I did it, and I'm trying to resell my house at some point, maybe, would that be a submarine? It's like, oh, look, you got this view, you got the bathrooms here, you got the trees, you got the pool. Oh, and by the way, you have it. Down like a ladder. Would that be like the biggest selling point ever?
I think for a lot of
In these
people.
day and age?
Yeah.
I would do that. I'd be like, oh my God, you guys.
So whatever they're asking.
Yeah. That's cool.
I think it's
Put it into the ground and cover up with dirt. Maybe $100,000 to buy.
Do you have a...
But you would get that right back at $100,000 the price of your house.
I'll bet they're cheaper than that because I know they make storm shelters like you've described for people in the Midwest. And I think they're like, 15, 20, 25 grand. They're not 100 grand.
This is for a storm passing by. So
this
it's
is
cheaper.
like a basement living quarters.
This is where you can stay down there for a couple months.
Now, would you have how would your entry point, would it be like a hidden door on the side of the side of the ground on the side of the ground? No, what I'm saying, like, you have a driveway. Is it hill? Like, it's a hill driveway?
No.
Oh, I was picturing, like, how would you get in?
You need 2 doors because one could get blocked by rubble and debris. You need one each end.
Right.
See?
I'm going to put up a doghouse like Hogan's Heroes.
And then a tree stump out there. Yeah. Right. Tree stump and doghouse. Total Hogan.
That would be a selling point.
I think so. I'd pay dearly for that. I mentioned it.
I think I might do that then. Just to have it.
If you're really, really taking the paver stones up, why not? If it's all dug up there.
Oh, yeah. Eric's looking them up, and there's some that are 10 feet by 20 feet at the backyard bunker for $47,000.
10 by 20 for 2 months? Kind of claustrophobic.
It's tiny, but my God, there's an apocalypse going on.
Put mirrors in the walls, it'll look bigger.
There's only 3 of you there, so it's fine. It's plenty for 3 of you.
Let's
Daughter's
see.
off to school.
There's 10 by 27 for about $78,000. So they're always 10 feet wide, and the length changes. So then you go 10 by 30. 39 is $93,000.
I mean, the trailer's
10 by 42, 96.
There we go. It's like a mobile home, a small mobile home.
There you go. 10 by 50 is $109,000, and that's got look at what the has in it, Eric. A 10 by 50 backyard.
The 10 by 50, the common room, is $108,999. Let's see, it's 70 feet. So it's 10 by 50, but it actually turns out to be 70 somehow.
Okay.
Mud and decontamination room. It's got
a mud room.
A 6, I don't know what a 6 DOG, 6-dog gas-tight marine door. So no gas can get in whatsoever.
So it's airtight. Like a submarine.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's got a Swiss-made air filtration system. I think this is why it ends up being 70 feet, because it's got its own escape tunnel as well. So if you need to go a different way out to escape from crazy people coming through the tunnel, then you've got a second output.
I always appreciate 2 entry points.
Job's done.
Stackable one.
It's got a bathroom. It's got multiple couches. You can cook.
How many does it sleep? Does it say?
This one doesn't say exactly how many.
That's like that's
Is it wired for internet?
I think 8.
We have
I think
many
it sleeps 8.
secrets.
Wow. And then you can do, that's an ultimate B&B, like, honey, let's do this. We're doing like a bunker B&B.
I'll Airbnb my bunker. Airbnb.
We just want to get away from it all, and we're just shutting out the world, literally. Underground this weekend, baby.
That's kind of cool.
Have any room or space or money, but I would want to do it.
Right, go for that. Maybe we should all consider this. Seems like a good deal.
Dang it. Underground bunker is cool.
I mean, it could be really
This is going to
cool.
be a new show on HGTV because they always do tiny houses and then flip this house. They're going to be like...
Tiny bunker?
Yeah, they're going to want to go and... We're meeting Bob and Joanne and they want a bunker in their yard. So they're going to...
Jam some music, play video games, nice big screens on the wall. Sounds fun.
Yeah, and then you can Airbnb.
I'm just looking at the version of what it looks like. So yeah, 70 feet. You've got your main door where you would decline into the unit, but then there's an entire second way out that doesn't look like a way out. So it's actually a hidden compartment.
Surrender your will to Allah.
Who's that movie? And the chick from
the Cloverfield thing.
King Ralph.
No, is it Cloverfield sequel?
Ralph. The Cloverfield sequel, but had nothing to do with Cloverfield.
Right, but they were underground after.
And she woke up there and he's like, there's an apocalypse going on, or there's something, the deadly virus outside, and I found you outside, and I brought you down here, and they're trying to figure out if he's insane, he just brought him down there and keep him as prisoner, or there's actually something going on outside, and he had the underground bunker going on.
No, I just saw the trailer. It looked creepy.
You should see it. You'd like,
really?
Yeah. Everybody should see it.
I got sick on the first Cloverfield because I had steady.
I loved Cloverfield. I love that movie.
Nauseous.
Anyway, Frank, build this thing, and if you build it, he will come. I'll come over and see it. We'll have a party.
Oh, Raymond's a realtor. He just sold a house a month ago with a bunker in it. Hello, Raymond.
Hey, Fox, Hattie, and Frank, how you doing?
So as a realtor, I put a bunker at my house to help my value.
I'm not suggesting that you do anything because I don't, like I said, it's especially where you live. But in the Antelope Valley, where I am, and I'm selling houses, one guy actually built. You guys ever seen Blast from the Past?
Maybe.
With Brendan Fraser, where his dad built like a huge bunker. So it was like that, but it didn't have like the fish and the filtration system and all that stuff. But it actually had a tunnel that went from the main house. So that way, if something happens, you're going. Yeah, it was a secret tunnel that went into it. And when I sold it, the guy that actually bought it paid an extra $100,000 for that house.
That's
nice.
Just for that reason.
So yeah, I mean, and do you think the cost of putting that bunker in cost $100,000?
Well, see, the problem is where you're at, though, from where you are, people are going to see what's going into your yard, and they're going to know that you have something like that, especially if there's some kind of apocalypse, like, oh, look what Frank's doing.
Put up one of those in the zone that gets
Well, because in Antelope Valley up here, this guy had a bunch of property, so it looks just like a field, like his backyard. But you're walking on top of it, and it's like a 4-bedroom little house downstairs.
That is so
like
kick-ass.
it's literally, and then he put concrete on top, so you're not getting through.
David, what happens if you go down to your bunker and you seem like you're in a tomb then?
You're toast.
This jungle has many secrets.
Well, that's nice, but what happens when there's a bunch of rubble in front of that blast door? You better have like some tools to dig your way out.
There is that.
Well, listen, there's
Thank
a
you so much,
downside to
Raymond, for
anything cool.
calling the show.
I'm intrigued by this.
Yeah, a tunnel from the house. You don't have to get out of your house. You just, man, that's so cool.
Heidi's reverting back to when she was a 10-year-old girl. Thinks it'd be really cool to play Apocalypse, but this is real.
No, I know.
I mean, it's like better everything planned. You're going down there because everybody's dying. It's mayhem. If you have the internet down there, it's like, well, you know that 52% of the world doesn't have access to the internet?
52 in this day and age.
Yeah. So for them, ignorance is bliss. They don't know about.
Blessed be this funnel cake.
They didn't see Trump's big North Korea doesn't have internet.
So people who don't know, don't worry about stuff we know. So they probably are happy.
Day to day.
Don't have the internet on this planet. I was going to say they don't know what an iPhone is, but they probably make them.
Yeah, they don't know what they're making. They're just like, oh, I don't know. It's some sort of thing.
Do not fear those who wield
Such thing as too much. Go down that road of paranoia. Just being bombarded with information all the time that you just start creating stuff.
A lot.
Yeah, Frank hit it on the head. I've been dealing this is a minor thing, but I just got to tell you. I have a flight coming up in a few months for vacation. And there's a website you can go and you can check out each airplane you fly on.
I will buy Aluth Neladar.
Your flight number and the date. It'll show you that.
That's my game!
And people who flown on that plane put their comments going, this seat, the armrest is broken. This seat's right under a blast. This seat has a light shining on you all the time from the galley. This seat is right by the bassinets where they put crying babies. So you have like red, green, and yellow of good seats, average seats, and horrible seats. See what I mean? Mm-hmm. I've looked at the site so many times. Everyone has a different opinion about the same seat. So now I'm confused. Because I've over-researched it. I think the problem with internet research is we over-research, we over-analyze, we overlook at so much stuff.
Or
we have the barrage.
you have way too much time on your hands.
And just from what little information that you've given me,
Not all who wander are
you should
lost.
sit in the one that has the cold air blowing on it.
Go
with that one. You
Next
like
to the galley. With the lights, you can watch them make the food you're doing.
Of course I've seen next to I've got information overload now where I've seen, and if the internet didn't exist, I would just simply get a seat and I'd be perfectly happy with it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. Well,
So you would give up the internet?
I think I'd be happier. I'd have more time on my hands. I wouldn't have information overload with every single thing I do. You know what I'm saying? It's like I think it's good, of course, but it's also you can be a slave to it.
Too much.
It can be a ball and chain around your neck and ankle and face.
50% of the planet doesn't know who Pootie Pie is. Ross didn't know who Pootie Pie was last week. Like, who's this Pootie Poo?
Yeah,
he like a racial slur while he was playing video games or something?
Well,
on his YouTube channel.
Now I'm familiar with
Pootie Poo.
No,
that sounds like who farted.
He's like, a huge internet YouTube star.
See?
He's probably got a backyard bunker. He's got so much money pouring in.
He's probably got a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yeah.
They dude's probably
Melt away.
I don't think it's doing that. YouTube stars. Instagram stars. Facebook stars.
I will bind you. That's my cake!
Dude, that's a sellout.
Working Puerto Rico with 155-mile-an-hour winds made landfall early this morning.
I'm almost out of
Did they use that same
cards.
sign language interpreter who doesn't really know sign language?
You are on fire.
A few days ago, sure enough, he was out there. This is the guy who was right there on cameras. The mayor and the chief of police and all these guys, FEMA guys, are talking, and the interpreter right there on camera.
Right.
Was faking sign language. He was just doing gibberish. He warned of monsters and bears. I mean, he knew some things, but what he was saying here...
Riders of the frozen wastes.
Like Sam, sign language.
I'm out of cards.
They've always had somebody up there with sign language, and they didn't have anybody like, anybody know sign language? He's like, I've taken a class or two. So he knew monsters and bears.
Pizza. He started talking about pizza.
But that's like if I have to...
Look at my thumb.
I got your nose.
He said the researchers will show up and give you a big old hug, a big bear hug. Look out for the monsters. Anyway,
I can't do that. I mean, I know a few words. I'm like, oh, yes, the house is big.
who was the guy who goes behind, I want to say Butcher's Skull? Big denominations. Who was it? World leader was speaking. Remember that?
The time is now.
And
you know, I was just the other day about Sitting Bull being invited to speak in front of a bunch of white people. It's like, people.
By my frozen heart.
Everybody's applauding him. I think that's what it was.
No, I'll find the video. I think it was Nelson.
Oh, it was Sitting Bull.
It's probably happened since the beginning of time. They're like,
so why do the interpreters usually have? Shouldn't they be emoting the emotions of the person? If the person is speaking passionately, shouldn't they be down there doing the same? Shouldn't they be as emotional as the speaker?
Why don't you do that? Why don't you become an interpreter? Learn something so you can be Mr. Dramatic when it comes to interpreting what they say.
Let me change your mind.
Hitler's interpreter down there on the screen. He couldn't just be standing there all stoic. Come on, dude, get into it. Look at it.
a girl in whatever things on TV in the news piece that they're covering, and it's
I
a
know,
girl
I hate
speaking.
That's not a valid target.
Speaking, but then they have like a American translator who's talking about that. Like, throws me off.
You gotta stay up with it.
I don't even know what she's saying.
I know, but it's
That's
like,
her.
like this little girl speaking something, and he's like, oh, I really miss my mommy, and
Oh, you mean when they're off screen?
well,
When the interpreter's off screen.
Right, yes.
They should be the same gender.
Not like right there in the same room together.
No. It's like when it's a little girl talking.
When you hear them talking softly in the background in foreign languages. I miss my mommy.
Right.
Okay, I got it. I
Woman,
got you.
at least.
I got you now.
I agree.
Bad casting. I mean, it's hard to talk about the apocalypse and end of days, and look about what we have prepared or what Frosty's prepared, and it was public restroom etiquette. But at this point, I mean, is there any etiquette left? I mean, the end of days are happening. Public restroom etiquette?
I guess
there's
it doesn't
actually
matter.
8 rules.
Well,
I know one. You don't stand next to somebody at the urinal. That's it.
Yeah, you give space.
Also, don't talk to me while.
No talking.
That's another one.
Standing.
Keep the chat in the
The time is now.
Courtesy flush.
I don't know about that one.
It's poop and flush before you wipe. That way, it's not just sitting there and lingering for the whole public bathroom.
Time melts away.
Look at number 9.
Well, you know what? Can I ask you this first though? If you go to a public restroom and there's more than one stall, which one?
Handicap.
Well, that's the one everybody uses. The first one.
Frank's right. No one uses the ends. The
Right.
first and the last one. Most people migrate towards the middle. So if you want the cleany one, go to the ends.
Go to the one right next to the urinals.
Yeah, yeah. In our old building, and there was a number 1 stall. I never went into it.
See, it's probably the clean one. Anyway, bathroom etiquette. You're right. Give space. Don't use food stalls. Don't use food stalls. Once your hands are wet in there, don't shake hands.
Who's shaking hands in the bathroom?
That happens to me all the time. You know, wet, some listener tours going on. Hey, here's Frosty the Big Disc Joke. I'm always shaking people's hands. My hands wet from the bathroom.
And then you have to go.
That has never happened.
Happens to me all the time, Frank.
Why are you making stuff up?
No, seriously.
Everything about that whole sentence was a lie.
Every single time people want to shake my hand, I've come straight from the bathroom and it's sopping wet.
And then you have to say, "Oh, that's water. That's not. You know what?"
So don't do it.
That's why I just pee on my hands and tell them it's water. That I just washed my hands.
Joke's on them.
I really know it's true.
Bathroom etiquette. They say don't hog the roll. If you see there's not much toilet paper left,
Anduin
don't be the
versus
jerk. Don't be the
Gul'dan.
ass who uses it all.
Your soul shall be
My
mine.
ass needs it
The
all.
light
Don't use
shall
it all.
bring
It's
victory.
I'm supposed to get up and greasy walk back to my desk?
Supposed to be nice to the next person.
You've all
Yes.
done the greasy walk.
And keep it quiet if you can disguise the sounds, they say. I guess the only thing you can do is hum or flush, but you're in there doing your business.
Cough.
Cough.
Injured?
Yeah.
Take papers into Russell or something.
Don't
Try
take
to
papers in.
cover up the sound
You've seen
however
that
you
guy.
can.
You've seen that guy at work though that he goes to the bathroom.
Why
he's got
do
that
you
paper under his shirt. Disguise that. Put it under your shirt. So no one wants to go think you're sitting there, you know, getting a couple
Oh, I know.
articles in while
Right away.
And
you're
who's
at
going to
work.
pick?
It takes a while.
I know, but
Who picks up the bathroom paper or magazine that's in there in the bathroom?
there's
the
one
person
here.
at the person at the.
There's one
There's
on the
magazines
table.
in there.
You know, the most disgusting thing in the bathroom is probably the deodorant spray or deodorizer spray because everybody's
my
using
new
that
recipe.
first before they wash their
their
hands. So the nozzle on that thing, when it's disinfecting, it's just basically you're pushing on a little turd.
You should spray your own fingers after you spray.
Well, really, the faucet things, you turn the water on if you have to crank it, unless it's an automatic one that starts by your sink.
Yeah, there's that, too.
That's disgusting.
You actually need a can of Lysol to spray the can
I
of
had a
Lysol
guy wait.
before you spray
I had
the
a guy
Lysol.
wait to leave the bathroom the other day. Not here, but at another place that had multiple toilets and stalls. He washed his hands, and then he turned around, just kind of like he's looking at the ceiling. Oh, that's nice. And then he quickly gets out behind me because he didn't want to touch the door handle, and he let me take the fall.
That's an easy
Like,
one.
what's he know about the door handle that I don't?
Your hands off on, and then you just grab that door handle.
And you just throw the towel wherever you want behind you. That's
Right. Let somebody else deal with it.
Got a lot of prizes to give away today. Still got some tickets to the Frosty, Hattie, and Frank Pumpkin Brew Birthday Bash. Got some tickets to Stagecoach. Got some VIP tickets to the 8th Annual OC Brew Ha Ha Craft Beer Festival this Saturday, featuring unlimited tastings, more than 200 craft import beers, cigar lounge, games, music by the Spasmatics. We need more than that. Probably not, but there's actually more than that.
Many more.
Is many more playing this? Many more plays everywhere, I've noticed.
No, just more.
Oh, more. Oh, well.
They were together at one time.
You have made it
Sick of being many.
Yeah. All right, when we come back, we're going to play Florida or anywhere else. Here's some headlines. Place in Florida or anywhere else for fun and prizes. That's next after traffic. What's going on, Lisa?
Report is being brought to you by Stater Brothers Supermarkets on the 210 freeway westbound at Haven. Earlier wreck in the carpool lane. Still clearing. Traffic is slow from the 15 and then busy again on the west 210 from Sunflower to El Camino. up the 5
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
Gypsum Canyon, a car fire in the right 2 lanes was slowing from Imperial Highway. At Stater Brothers Supermarkets, don't miss out on 2 ads one day Wednesday. This Wednesday, shop last week's ad and this week's ad together on the same day. Stater Brothers, where you always get more for less. That's traffic on 95.5 KLOS.
These days, mattress stores are using every marketing gimmick in the book to get you to buy their mattresses. Free sheets, free bed frame, free delivery, and now free adjustable base when you spend almost $1,300 on a mattress, or even more in some cases. Does that sound like a good deal? I don't think so.
I wonder.
Furniture at Jerome's, you get a clean, adjustable base. That's exactly what I have, and then your choice of gel memory foam or pocketed springs mattress for just $9.98. That's every day at Jerome's Furniture. You don't have to wait for a special sale, and that's also over $300. Adjustable base or an even better adjustable and $300 in savings at Jerome's? I think the answer's pretty easy. Smart shoppers know that Jerry's Price beats the mattress competition every single day, so why don't you start saving more money and visit any Jerome's Dream Shop? You can find them inside each Jerome's Furniture location. Make sure you tell Jerry.
I wonder.
Hey, it's Heidi. If you...
This is big. 12 by 24-inch Metro porcelain floor and wall tile. Just $1.99 a square foot at the Home Depot. Totally on trend, this big Metro tile covers floors, walls, and budgets in a whole new way, and in a variety of colors. Take tile places it's never been, starting with your home. 12 by 24-inch Metro floor and wall tile, just $1.99 a square foot, only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Prices may vary by store.
Blessed be this!
Quickly!
Call us to learn about our research medication study as a potential treatment option for cocaine use. If you're highly motivated...
I got a suggestion, and that is to come on out this weekend to the Kobe Steakhouse and experience what I've experienced, and that is their incredible Sunday brunch, where you will enjoy bottomless mimosas, endless... or visit KobeSealBeach.com for more info. They're just 1 block north of the 405 and Seal Beach Boulevard. Go to Kobe Steakhouse this Sunday for brunch and let them know Chris Carter sent you.
Wake up, bitches. It's Frosty, Howdy, and Frank.
On the rock of Southern California, 95.5 KLOS.
You love my new recipe.
The truth is in here.
Florida or anywhere else.
Hey, good morning, guys.
All right, here's your headline. 2 guys get busted trying to steal an entire telephone pole after Hurricane Irma.
Oh, that's got to be Florida.
Yes, it's got to be Florida. Thought I'd give you a major clue there with Hurricane Irma. But, I don't... Yeah, 46-year-old guy named Victor and a 42-year-old guy named Blake went looting in Jacksonville, Florida in the aftermath of Hurricane Irma. Those were seeing TVs or clothes. They had a big...
Blessed be this funnel cake!
I don't know.
Who are you?
Job's done.
Craft Beer Festival, please.
There you go. You got some VIP passes. So stay on hold.
Yeah.
Jules is next. Hello, Jules. Yes, once again was Florida. All right, Jules, do you want to go to the birthday bash? Do you want stagecoach tickets, or do you want 8th annual OC Brewhaha Craft Beer Festival tickets?
Oh, I don't know.
Come on.
The birthday bash.
Birthday bash, good choice, good choice. stay on hold for those tickets.
I wonder if beating him up made him want to sleep with her less.
Have you ever been so upset because someone wasn't going to sleep with you that you want to kick their ass?
I usually have duct tape and rope, so it's not an issue.
Jesus.
And a little bottle of liquid in a napkin.
Have you ever been turned down and been upset?
Of course, yes.
How do you respond? I mean,
I shut down, get real passive aggressive. It's not the right way to respond. That's what I used to
and
do.
they know it's because they didn't want to have sex with you. That's why you're upset.
And then it's like, well, now you're making me feel bad. Well, I'm like, well, you're making me feel bad.
So
How do you
who's
think that
right
makes
here?
me feel?
Why didn't they want to have sex with you?
Just not in the mood.
Okay, so that's a good reason. Maybe that they didn't want to tell you they had diarrhea.
Oh, yeah, diarrhea. But see, if you go, I have stomachache. Then I go, I got it.
But I think they still want to remain sexual to you. You know, when you say I got a stomachache.
But stomachache is
Got
that
the
could just
bubble
be-
guts.
No, but stomachache could be I feel a little nauseous. I feel a little. No one argues that, and then I don't feel bad. I'm like, oh, because we've all had a tummy ache. We're like, I have a stomachache right now.
So I'm just not in the mood.
I'm like, well, can I try to get you in the mood?
And then you stop pursuing. You just you run and pout. You know, you leave the couch and go into that single chair that's uncomfortable as hell. It's not even meant to be sat on. It's just it just makes the room complete.
Anduin versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory. Light smiles upon the just.
We're watching TV. Come over here still.
You're
Let's
like
share
a pouting
blanket.
child.
Can't we just share a blanket? Isn't that enough for you? God.
I can understand you've been turned down 8 or 10 times. It's a pattern, but this is the first time you start acting like that.
When
Wow.
we can't handle it.
Now I don't want you at all.
All right, let's go to Monique. She's next. Hello, Monique.
Hello.
Hello, or anywhere else. A guy recently got arrested for check fraud, then used a counterfeit check to post bail.
He's really owning it.
That sounds like Florida, but I'm going to go anywhere else.
Yes, that was California. Right out here. All right, Monique. Do you want to go to the birthday bash? Do you want stagecoach tickets? Or do you want to go to the 8th annual OC Brew Ha Ha Craft Beer Festival?
Stagecoach.
There you go, Stagecoach. That's my only pair of the
Thank
general
you.
admission to Stagecoach. Got Garth Brooks, Keith Urban, Florida Georgia Line. Thanks, Golden Boy, for giving me those tickets. The tickets go on sale to Stagecoach this Friday at 10 a.m. You stay at home, Monique. You got them early.
Check fraud. Don't you hate being behind someone in line? They get up there and they give them the total. $42.70. Go, oh, let me write a check. And then they dig around in the purse for the checkbook
Have
and
Gelson's
start
the date
writing.
in your signature
So
ready.
you just hate
Check.
checks.
They're slow. At least pre-write everything except the amount. Don't stand there like you're an idiot till they tell you. There's people behind you.
I thought you could write a check on a napkin, and it was still,
heard that.
they'd still endorse it at the bank.
Is it true?
I always heard that, so I'm like, I don't understand check fraud. Oh, I guess I'm signing your name and saying, I'm Foster Chilwell, and I write it on a napkin.
Yeah, we could test it, Frank. I could write on this can of Mountain Dew over here at $10, and you take it back.
A routing number and your.
I think if you know your routing number, you can write that on a napkin, and everything's good to go. I'm pretty sure if you work at a bank, give us a call. All right, let's go to Rico. Hello, Rico.
Hello, guys.
All right, here's your headline in Florida or anywhere else. A 55-year-old guy was arrested on Sunday for pleasuring himself while watching a half marathon.
I'm going to go with Florida.
No, that was New Jersey.
Well, he's in there. The runners are going by. Things are bouncing and jiggling. There's sweat. There's bodies and skin.
Speaking of runners, there's a woman in Colorado that jogs every morning, and she has been pooping in this particular person's yard. They caught her. They confronted her about it, and like once a week, she's wearing the full-on, sports bra, running shorts. I mean, she's not just some homeless lady. She's out there for a professional jog.
And
then right there at that particular turn or straightaway, she's got the urge and she poops in this person's yard.
It's all in the mad. They've got images of her from the security cameras.
She won't stop.
No. Mad poopers on the loose, Colorado Springs.
So she doesn't time out her morning properly.
But even if you didn't,
Tortola, preserve us!
I'd probably run up and knock on their door and say, "Oh, please, please, please."
But for the last 7 weeks, I think she's
They've
done
been
it.
finding
7
it.
weeks?
Yeah,
7 weeks. The mad poopers on the
Some
loose.
dog's been going in the
I think they
yard.
put up a camera or whatever to find out who's been pooping in the yard. Maybe they thought it was a dog.
One of the neighbors says the other day we thought we almost caught her. She changed her running time a little bit because she knew I was watching. So she used to run like at noon. Now she runs like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Just running and stopping long enough
so
to...
instead of stopping and moving in the yard, she changed her running time in the yard and not
to me.
Right, because she knew people were watching.
She doesn't know the people?
I don't know. There's got to be a story there.
Bitter ex-girlfriend who's jogging through the neighborhood, so she's staying unnoticed by other neighbors. And
They've got the fuzzy image of her on security cameras, so she'll get
That almost
identified
seems
sooner
like
or
that's
later.
her thing. Like she's like
Surrender your will to the
Shells up. God, I'm gonna time out my schedule a bit better so that I go before I have to go running. Like you're like, oh, I'm gone.
Or she's trying to jog, but she has irritable bowel syndrome.
Well, how does she clean
then
herself
maybe get a
after?
treadmill and run at home.
Yeah.
If you got
Well,
IBS.
that's no fun.
Well, I don't know. Put the TV
Who
on and
has
stare at a tree.
Who has it for 7 weeks? Doesn't it go away after?
No, you have it
IBS?
forever.
No,
Really?
you might have celiac disease. You just get off the wheat.
Do you have to live on the toilet then?
Pretty much.
I think there's some cases where it's like when you get the urge to poo, it's like instantaneous. It's like instead of poo knocking on the door and you're like, just a minute. this is poo. Here's poop, and you're like, oh wait a second, I'm not dressed. It freaks you out. You're not ready for it.
Battery.
It's the best way to describe it. All right, let's go to Lolita. Hey, Lolita.
Oh, Lolita.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great.
All right, here's your headline. Florida, or anywhere else. A 42-year-old woman was arrested for domestic battery last week after her estranged husband burst in on her during a self-love session.
Shells up!
Florida.
disciple.
All right, do you want to go to our birthday bash, or do you want to go to the 8th Annual OC Brouhaha Craft Beer Festival?
Oh, no, the stagecoach.
The stagecoach has to go away. Sorry, I don't have them anymore.
Okay, want to go to birthday bash?
Yes, birthday bash.
Surrender your will to the command.
Stay or go Friday seconds to stay on hold, Lolita. We will hook you up. You ever been busted in on during a self-love session?
Serve or die.
I could hear her come up. You can't sneak it no matter who you are, so I could hear her.
Have you ever been caught by your current?
No.
What do you mean? You've never had some self-love while you thought she was out at the grocery store?
Save it.
You save it? You refuse to do that because you have somebody.
I save it.
Behold the glory of a new sun!
Is it a sign in your relationship with sex that it's going bad?
No.
You said you've never been turned down by her.
But you
the entire time together, there's never been bad news. I don't feel well. I'm not ready for you.
I think we kind of have figured out. Well, number one, I know her really well, but I also have figured out a way to get out ahead of it. So if I just mentioned if I have a stomach, I stay out of
It's
stomach. I don't-
playtime.
So then she knows.
Warriors of the frozen wastes.
Okay, so she was.
So you guys not feeling good, or you're. I need to shower at some point today.
Right. Yeah.
Are you always
I'm not going
announcing?
to be bringing up sex right now.
God, I've had a
So
headache
you're always
all day.
announcing if you're physically.
The light has betrayed me.
That means I don't want to be with you.
Well, or you just like,
If I'm not going to have sex, I'm gonna be like, well, can I get out ahead of it?
But yeah, I don't feel good right now. It's nothing against you.
Okay.
I don't mean to take it.
I wondered if I were blind while listening when I heard, oh God, I'm so a thorn hit my finger. Why did he, I'm so tired today.
Oh, so this would tell me that if you did walk in on
Blessed be this funnel
doing
cake.
some self-love, you're really upset by that. You just didn't say that.
Surrender your desire to the command.
If I'm home and I walk in, I'm like, I'm right here. We can't.
Maybe she didn't know
Why would
you were
you
home.
rather-
Maybe she was in the shower and you were going to Costco. Then you turned around because she's like, I'm not going to Costco today. It's Sunday. What am I thinking?
Yeah.
And you came back home and then you caught her. She's like,
I probably would have caught her. I would just be like,
You wouldn't be upset.
I don't know why she wouldn't save it. Like, let's just save it when you get home from Costco. Let's
upset.
box stores. Let's do this when you get home, okay? I don't know. I mean, we
what if you're in the I mean, okay, she busts in and you weren't even thinking of her and you were thinking of someone else. Having a good time.
How the hell is she going to know that much of the storyline?
You weren't in.
Is someone injured?
I was thinking about my head right now.
You're not in this storyline.
Shot laying out on the comforter. All right, let's see. Let's go to Anthony. Hello, Anthony.
Hey, guys.
Florida or anywhere else. The guy was shocked after he paid thousands of dollars for a master's degree.
Tortola, preserve us!
No.
Anywhere else.
Yes, that happened in Toronto. Seems too good to be true. It probably is. So I'm going to give you a prize. Do you want to go to our birthday bash, or do you want to go to the annual OC Cashmere Festival?
Man, so hard to choose, but I'll do your birthday bash.
All right, there you go. Somebody else is going to have a great time on October 28th. If you haven't purchased your tickets for the birthday bash yet, you can go to push yourself out. We don't win them right here. And we will hook you up.
Shouldn't that poor bastard in the story at least can unravel naivete with a minor in color?
I have one more. Let's do one more. Get some traffic. Let's see. Who's it? Sean?
Hey there.
Here's your headline, Florida anywhere else. A 20-year-old guy got caught with drugs last night. The pants he was wearing belonged to someone else.
The cops have the
That was Florida. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was going to be so easy, but it wasn't.
Love that. These
All
aren't
right.
my pants.
Let's get some traffic. What's going on, Lisa?
Traffic report is being brought to you by Stater Brothers Supermarkets. 210 freeway still suffering westbound as you make your way from Highland over to Haven. There was an earlier wreck there. Should be just about wrapped up. Left behind a lot of slowing, though. Golden State Freeway southbound, stalled vehicle in the right lane at Burbank Boulevard. That has you on the brakes at about Penrose. In Fullerton, getting rid of a wreck northbound on the 57 at Nutwood. That's in the slow lane. Southbound 57 jamming up at about Temple, and that'll stay busy all the way down to the 5 because of several earlier problems. Northbound on the I-5 at Alicia Parkway in Mission Viejo, the right lane taken out with a crash. That's slow from Crown Valley Parkway, and the South 5 is jammed from the 91 down to Red Hill, where a wreck is now clearing along the right shoulder. Shop Stater Brothers Supermarkets and don't miss out on 2 ads one day Wednesday. It's the best day to save. This Wednesday, shop last week's ad and this week's ad together on the same day and save big. Stater Brothers, where you always get more for less. That's traffic on 95.5 KLOS.
Chevrolet. More J.D. Power Initial Quality Awards than any other brand 4 years in a row. Get behind the wheel at your Southern California Chevy dealer and see for yourself why Chevrolet keeps bringing home award after award. Learn more at SoCalChevy.com.
Want to get excited?
This is Merrill Schindler with the Daily Nosh here on KBC, talking about Doolin's on Crenshaw, where Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., that's a long lunchtime, they got their lunch special. Greg Doolin fried chicken with 2 sides and 2 cornbread muffins for $9.95. That's crazy.
Well, it's the best value in town, Merrill, and the food is absolutely delicious, if I do say so.
I am just dazzled. Plus smothered chicken, plus baked fish, meatloaf, smothered pork chops, oxtails over rice, short ribs. That's amazing stuff for lunch. And if you have it for lunch, probably dinner is not real required.
Southern home cooking, Merrill.
It does stick to the ribs. Of course, it doesn't hurt if you're out there doing some physical work. For most of us who drove there, well, it is going to stick around.
Yeah, we get a lot of the guys in the hard hats that come to lunch every day, Merrill.
I'll bet they eat every bite. 4859 Crenshaw Boulevard, just south of Stocker. It's Doolin's on Crenshaw. Check them out at doolinsoncrenshaw.com.
Researchers have learned a lot about multiple sclerosis over the last few decades, but more research is needed. CNS is dedicated to finding a cure, and they need your help. To many, MS can be a really confusing disease. There are those awkward moments you can't explain that you're not drunk, you have MS. Or someone saying you don't look like you have MS, but they don't know what you feel on the inside. There are many symptoms associated with MS. Each person's experience is unique. It strikes at any time and can render parts of the body useless. Many people lose their jobs, their friends, their dignity, and the ability to walk, talk, and think normally. If you're between 18 and 58, currently receiving treatment, and suffer from a relapsing form of MS, consider the option of a clinical research study. Make the call today, 844-951-4141, or visit cnstrial.com/MS. CNS, searching for a cure together. 844-951-4141, or visit cnstrial.com/MS.
Frosty, Heidi, and Frank on the Rock of Southern California.
95.5 KLOS.
Frosty, Heidi, and Frank Show. Lisa May has joined us to give us some news.
News of the day brought to you by LKQ. Pick your part. Our Subaru pet of the day. Her name is Bella, female spaniel mix. I think she's about
I think we've seen her before.
15 pounds old, maybe.
Face is
familiar.
15
pounds.
That's
She's
the big
little.
smiley dog.
Yeah,
smiley
we had
face.
Bella once before.
Oh,
She's
no one
so
can do it.
cute.
Chihuahua mix, too.
Yeah, really
That's a
cute.
happy face.
A happy face. Loves treats and belly rubs and snuggling in your lap. Let's get Bella home by this weekend, people.
Yes.
Let's just do it. Subaru Pet of the Day is brought to you by the all-new 2018 Subaru Crosstrek. Love is out there. Find it in an all-new 2018 Subaru Crosstrek. President Trump gave his first speech at the United Nations yesterday, but a lot of world leaders skipped it. Vladimir Putin was a no-show. Chinese President Xi Jinping, Angela Merkel from Germany, Nicolas Maduro of Venezuela, and Enrique Peña Nieto of Mexico, all no-shows. A former U.S. official in contact with the diplomatic community said diplomats have learned that even meetings that should be good meetings can veer off into bizarre directions. In Trump's 40-minute speech, he talked about security, sovereignty, and fighting terrorism, and he also talked about North Korea.
The United States has great strength and patience, but if it is forced to defend itself or its allies, we will have no choice but to totally destroy North Korea. Rocket Man is on a suicide mission for himself and for his regime.
Do you think the speech was written like that, or he veered off?
He did. Rocket Man was not a teleprompter.
No anymore.
Not happening.
Rocket Man. No way. Someone on the staff would go. Let's not say that, right?
Did he just Rocket Man? Who wrote that? I
That's a
didn't
good
write
question.
it.
Is that ad lib or planned? It's a good question. I don't know. It's hard to know anymore with this.
I think it's written like that.
There was rumor that he got in there and did some of the writing himself. So. An investigation by a British news broadcaster says Amazon's algorithm is directing people to possibly lethal bomb-making ingredients. So you know when you buy something and it says frequently bought with this item?
Yeah.
It's giving you things that are bought to make bombs.
Enriched uranium.
You want it 2 days? Just make sure you mark the right box. Or prime
Like
delivery.
even if you're buying cooking ingredients, this has happened. The broadcaster said on listings for some
The light shall bring victory.
Steel ball
Light
bearings,
smiles
push-button
upon the
switches, and
just.
battery connectors and cables, and that they were able to create a shopping basket with up to 45 kilograms of gunpowder, even though legally in the UK you can only buy 100 grams for private use.
So if you buy a box of screws and nails, says people also buy this pressure
This
cooker
gunpowder,
and this
pressure
backpack.
cooker, yeah. Amazon says it's reviewing its website to make sure all its products are presented in an appropriate manner.
Oh, it's all going to be over soon, people. It's
Yeah.
Saturday. On the 23rd.
Who cares? Weird Al Yankovic, along with John Stamos and Finn Wolfhard from Stranger Things, are all going to be starring in a show at the Hollywood Bowl, a live-in-concert Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Only 2 nights. November 3rd and 4th, but if it's a big hit, maybe they'll do more. Finn played Michael Hazer on Stranger Things, the kid who had the crush on Eleven. Will be Charlie Bucket in the concert. John Stamos will be Willy Wonka and sing Pure Imagination. Weird Al will be the Oompa Loompas.
So the songs, the original one with Gene Wilder, those songs.
It sounds fun. It'll be presented in Smell-O-Rama, so the crowd will get exclusive scratch and sniff golden tickets.
Just take some chocolate bars in. You can
That's
eat them.
all you really need. Aaron Paul and his wife Lauren are expecting their first child. You know him from Breaking Bad and also The Path on Hulu. He posted a picture on Instagram of his wife showing off her baby bump, and he wrote, "Hey everyone, look what I did." Words can't express how excited I am that this little one has entered our lives. Just thought it was time to share this beautiful news with all of you. News of the day brought to you by LKQ Pick Your Part. At LKQ Pick Your Part, you'll find millions of parts with hundreds of cars to choose from. Visit LKQ.com for more info. And that's the news of the day.
There's a Chinese app that allows people to rent used secondhand sex dolls. The Chinese developers reportedly came up with the app after being challenged to do the impossible and out-creep Japan.
We have a winner.
Success is yours. All right, celebrate your birthday today on September 20th. You celebrate with the following famous people. American Idol winner Philip Phillips is 27 years old today. If you're a fan of The Walking Dead, John Bernthal is 41. He was Shane on The Walking Dead. He's now the Punisher on the Netflix Daredevil series and the upcoming Punisher spin-off series. Gunnar and Matthew Nelson, the Nelson twins,
of the show.
Yeah, are 50.
They look good.
Nuno Betancourt, guitarist and Extreme, is 51.
Let me change your mind.
Didn't you like the song when it came out?
Hell yeah.
I think I did it one time, and then I was on a camping trip where you get this, you rent the tents places, camping sites, and there was like 4 drunk guys sitting around a campfire singing this song all night long, over and over and over. They were not Extreme. Drama-rama singer John Easdale is 56. Gary Cole, the obnoxious boss Bill Lumberg in Office Space. Yeah, I'm going to move downstairs. He's 61.
He just did a movie with Eric
Oh,
Stone.
yeah, he did. He's a friend of the show. Cotton, right? He's Cotton with Eric Stone.
Yeah, that movie you can never see.
So don't pick cotton if you're into picking films.
Do not do it.
Game of Thrones author George R.R. Martin is 69, so you know what he's doing today.
Writing, I hope.
Let's hope he's right. Styx bassist Chuck Panazzo is 70.
No way. All the rock stars my era getting up there in years.
Now,
Makes me
Mr.
feel
Roboto,
old.
he's talking
And Sophia Loren.
Oh, 80, 82.
83 years old.
She still look good, I'll bet.
Oh, yeah, still hit it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, if you're a workaholic, I guess there's one good reason to be.
There's one good reason to be. Lots of bad. One good reason. If you're working yourself to death.
Anything with a holic on the end of it, usually associated with being bad. But this is actually a good holic.
There's a silver lining in this otherwise dark cloud of being a workaholic.
I didn't know how you'd be looked at if you showed up at a workaholic. Get out of here.
It's just work too much.
You tell
too
stories
hard.
about how you work all the time. Boring.
He's only there for the donuts anyway.
Yeah. Find out what's good about being a workaholic when we come back. We're Frosty, Heidi, and Frank.
Coming up on
This
Frosty, Heidi,
jungle
and Frank,
hides
brought to you by
many
the Countess. In Puerto Rico, Hurricane Maria has made landfall, and they say that a lot of people could die if they don't get to shelters. We'll have details at 10 before the hour. Demand for top talent is high. Let Account Temps find you highly skilled temporary accounting and finance professionals who can hit the ground running. Visit AccountTemps.com. Account Temps, a Robert Half company.
You remember the last big market crash? Maybe you lost 30, 40, 50% of your savings. Many people did. Well, here's something you may not know. Since then, the market has rebounded 273%. But most people haven't even seen half of those gains. Instead, they're seeing below average performance. Plus, they've got no protection against another market crash, but it doesn't have to be that way. With the right education, you can learn to protect 95%. Meantime, while it keeps going up, you're going to enjoy all the profits. For the past 2 decades, Online Trading Academy has helped people learn how to generate income, whether the market goes up, down, or even sideways. Call them, 888-991-TRADE. Call that number and attend a free half-day class near you. It's really convenient. Financial skills that will empower you to live the life that you want to live, the life that you deserve to live. Make your life better. It's a simple phone call. 888-991-TRADE. That's 888-991-TRADE. Register for the free class. You can do that online at otaclass.com. That's otaclass.com. Or you just call 888-991-TRADE.
You know what's better than getting a new smartphone? Getting as many as you need for $0 a month from Sprint. That's right. Get the best-selling Motorola phone from Sprint for $0 a month for all with Sprint Flex. Plus, with Sprint, you get the best price for unlimited. Visit your local Sprint store, go to sprint.com/freephones, or call 1-800-SPRINT1 today. Sprint works for me. Subject to credit, $30 activation, 18 month lease.
Someone injured?
10 Moto E4, $0 per month after $605 per month credit applied within 2 years. Best price compared to national carrier rates for similar unlimited plans. Coverage and offer not everywhere. Restrictions apply.
Okay, keep your eyes closed.
Okay.
I want to show you my first ever painting.
All right.
Okay. Open your eyes.
Oh, that's a lot of colors and shapes.
So be honest. What do you think?
Well, I like how if you switch to Geico, you could save hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Here, why don't I hold your paintbrush while you call them?
Geico, because saving 15% or more on car insurance is always a great answer.
Hi, this is Bo Bachman from Galpin Ford. I get asked a lot, how has Galpin remained the #1 volume Ford dealer in the world for 27 years in a row? And of course, it's the great Galpin deals. When my dad started Galpin over 60 years ago, his goal was to earn a customer for life by treating with respect. Today, our goal at Galpin is the same. In fact, literally everything we do is to you see, our goal is to help you find the exact vehicle of your dreams and provide transparent financing and leasing options. In fact, we'll show you in writing 20 different options to get your vehicle so you can take it home and think about it. We even when you're the #1 Ford dealer in the world, there's a reason. So if you or anyone you know is interested in a new Ford, don't miss the Galpin 11,000 summer sales event going on now.
Galpin Ford, conveniently located just off the 405 freeway at the Roscoe Boulevard exit. Call 1-800-GO-GALPIN or visit galpin.com. See Galpin offer ends September 30th, 2017.
Attorney Sweet James Bergener cares about your case. He does. I've hung out with James a lot, and he's told me so many stories of how insurance companies try to take advantage of people. When Sweet James Bergener is talking to you, you know he's you and make sure you don't get cheated by some sleazy adjuster, or worse, by some sleazy accident attorney. There are a lot of them on the radio these days. Attorney Sweet James Bergener is the original, and he's the only one we trust. 800-881-2021, 800-881-2021, or check him out online at sweetjames.com. Let's imagine that you got into a car accident, and that attorney is not Sweet James. In fact, it's somebody who's not sweet at all, and they're not doing anything on your case. They're not calling you back. They're not talking to you. This happens all the time. You get an attorney that takes your case and then forgets about you. Is it too late to change? Well, the answer is no. The call you need to make is to Sweet James Bergener. That's what you need to do. Just because you picked the wrong guy doesn't mean you can't make a change. It's never too late to get the right lawyer. So how? Well, it's easy. You just call him. Call James and you talk to him and get the lowdown on your case. Tell him what's going on, and then he's going to worry about breaking up with your other attorney. That's the best thing about it. You don't have to make that awkward breakup phone call. It's not you, it's me. Actually, it is now. Call Sweet James. He's going to send the letter to make sure that they never
The light has betrayed me.
He'll work on everything, and he will get the best result that you need. Please, pick up the phone and call his number in your phone. 800-881-2021. 800-881-2021. Or check him out at sweetjames.com.
Summertime, hot as hell.
Let the pain speak to me.
He was on the set, went down in flames. So I called some G's. 800-881-2021. All right. Sweet James. I might say sweetie pie. Sweet James.
Hello, Jonesy here. Summer should be fun in the sun, but if you wind up getting hurt in any kind of a wreck or accident, or somebody can turn you into a bucket, keep the insurance company honest. My man Sweet James Bergener, 800-881-2021. He's the only attorney you trust, and he'll take care of you. Sweet James, sweet as a peach, easy to reach. 800-881-2021, or go to sweetjames.com. Oh, yeah.
If your go-to pickup line is conventional or synthetic, then CarQuest Auto Parts is. If your high school sweetheart was a 67 Mustang, then CarQuest is for you. That's because CarQuest is for those who really know and care about their car. Now get 5 quarts of Castrol GTX conventional or high-mileage motor oil for just $21.99. CarQuest is serious auto parts.
Limited time, see store advance.
Acme Home Insurance.
Yes, I'd like to make a claim.
What do you want me to claim, sir?
My air conditioner broke down.
Sorry, but your home insurance doesn't cover air conditioner breakdowns.
So, what do you cover?
Home damage from things like earthquakes, volcanoes, a zombie apocalypse.
A zombie apocalypse? But that'll never happen.
But if it did, you'd be covered, sir.
But not my air conditioner?
I'm afraid not.
But his air conditioner could have been covered with a home warranty from American Home Shield. We cover major components of air conditioners, plus 20 other home systems and appliances, like electrical systems, plumbing, refrigerators, and more. For valuable free information, call 1-800-928-1063. Homeowners insurance can cover what might happen.
Zombies are coming!
But home warranty helps cover what
The dryer won't work.
Be sure with the Shield. American Home Shield. For valuable free information, call 1-800-928-1063. That's 1-800-928-1063. 1-800-928-1063.
Live from the Morongo Casino Studios, it's Frosty, Heidi, and Frank. 95.5 KLOS and KOS HD1.
Are you a workaholic? Raise your hand. Just no hand.
Well, I think some couple in this room should raise their hand. Just not to be mean.
Hell no.
To be honest, like me, but I think there's someone over there and it's here all hours
I
a
know,
day.
Patrick.
Patrick works so hard, so long, every day. Eric, you should be more like Patrick. No, Eric he's got a young kid at home who's got, anal issues, impossible. New baby, yet he's here. He's here before anyone else. He's here
That's
after
why
everyone's
he's
gone.
here, so he doesn't have to be there.
Before sunup and leaves when sun. You're working yourself to death, Eric.
I do. I mean, I'm here quite a bit. I'm the guy that everybody says, "What are you still doing here?" And it's almost every day. I am here a lot.
You like that, don't you?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Why?
Isn't that sort of my job?
But you like competition in the hallway. And people say, "What are you still doing here?" Just like, oh my God, what a hard worker.
That's my
Because Heidi's like a Bigfoot sighting. Did I see Heidi here?
It's like 9:45.
No.
No way.
I guess my hope is being here all hours that somebody will recognize my hard work and keep me around.
It's a well thought out strategy.
That never works.
Oh,
Well,
Eric.
who's going to recognize that? That could keep you around.
I guess the people saying, "What are you still doing here?"
No.
Are they in?
I don't know why he became an old prospector.
Because he works at KABC.
There's no gold in their hills. No.
Eric, come to your senses. People don't recognize things like hard work and effort in radio. For God's sakes. I was hoping the reason you would say you're a workaholic is because you love what you do.
Well, I absolutely do.
But previously you said, I'm hoping to impress people, but I'm here all hours to the boss too. But if you really love what you do, that's the silver lining in being a workaholic. That's the good news. And they study workaholics, and overwhelmingly most say they work longer hours than they have to because they simply love what they do. And the good news is they're in better health and live longer than people who are unhappy at work. So you make more money, you get more advancement, and you like what you do with your life, and you're healthy.
my cake!
So good for you.
Yeah, I would too.
I like what I do. And I don't.
At least you do.
And look how healthy I am. Look like I'm a...
No, the reason I think that you're a workaholic is that you retired. And then you realize how much life sucks without work. Because you love what you do, and you're like, I'd rather go back to work,
betrayed.
have free time, and do whatever I want at any moment that I want. Work is fun. So now you came back.
Thank you,
That's
Frank.
the ultimate workaholic.
Thank you. I couldn't say that I'd sound all highfalutin. I've been very fortunate, very blessed.
Right.
Had a great career, did very well with you guys for a while. Invested. I'm an investing King Midas. I have a house paid off. I got money in the bank. I'm a multi-millionaire. I don't have to be here.
Wow.
But I love this profession.
Is that why you don't try so hard?
You were just complimenting me, and now you
Now I understand some of the things that come out of your mouth now.
Right.
Brutus.
Yeah, right.
No, Frank is right. I was living the happily semi-retired
on the
life in
beach,
Colorado
as they
a
say.
year ago.
Shadows grow short.
But I missed my life's purpose don't laugh at that. I thought the reason maybe I'm here is to what I do. And when you take that away, especially from someone who doesn't have a family.
Anything.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
take
it's
that
not
away
like
from
you-
someone whose work was everything.
Or hobbies. I mean, I guess you make music, but if you
Yeah, not really.
retire and you're like, oh, I'm going to travel the world, then that's something where you're like, I love golf. I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. But if you don't have that thing and you retire, it's like, well,
No.
now what do I do?
Oh, great. Thank you, Eric. Worked overtime to get that, did you?
It's I know it's bad, yeah. He goes, you know what? I've done the radio thing, and he did AM talk radio for a while. So he did news talk, fun with us. Then he went, I want to do news talk radio. And I think that was a midlife crisis thing. He hit a certain age where he's like, I want to sit in the big boy table with the Rush Limbaughs and Glenn Becks of the world. He did that for a while.
Almost out of cards.
And says that sucks.
It's true.
It's awful. It's not
It's
boring
awful.
radio ever.
I don't think I was awful at it, but I didn't enjoy it nearly as much as I enjoyed it. This wasn't as good.
Yeah, the audience is but then you write a screenplay, and you wanted to do. There was other things that you wanted to do, like other careers. And so at this point, you could have chosen anything else. You could have been like, I'm going to sit and I'm actually going to focus on selling screenplays.
Well, can I just tell you, when I was semi-retired for the year in Denver, I just came close to finishing the book I've been working on. It's still close to being finished. It's not quite finished.
No, see, here's the thing. It's just, this is what's wrong with you.
What?
Is you don't want to finish it, because if you finish it, then you have to put it out, and it has to be read, and because you can barely take the Facebook comments when I'm on vacation.
You saying I couldn't take the scathing criticism?
I think you're worried about that. Deep down, we're all worried about being judged and picked on. So yeah, when you put out a book, what's a book about? Fiction?
It's creative writing.
Okay.
I've shared a few things on the show
Short
here.
stories.
Short stories, compilation?
Little things.
Like 3 bees in a pool.
Remember 3 bees in the pool?
Yeah, right.
That's one of them? Oh, I wouldn't put that out.
That's the opening chapter. That's my featurette.
It's the prologue.
No, anyway, it's just creative writing is stupid. Whatever.
Yeah, you're a good writer.
Then put it
Thank
out.
you. I will. I want to get that done because I'm running out of time. I'm not gonna live forever.
Stop being, at this age, you can't afford to be scared anymore.
Procrastinator.
Then do it.
I'm not. Okay,
who
fine.
cares what I want
Yeah,
to
at
say?
this age,
okay.
you said F the hair, because who cares what people think of my bald head? Because you stopped caring about it.
Right.
None of us.
So when you stop caring what other people think, release the book.
I promise I won't read a single scathing review. I won't even look at social media. No, sirree. Well, I won't even.
You've said don't ever put that poison in your brain.
That's exactly what I mean. Once you've got
So
these negative thoughts in your
release it
head.
and let it go. Just give it to the world and go. If you like it, you like it. If you don't,
By
you
gosh,
don't.
I will. And
Won't
I'll
you get
just-
satisfaction in finishing?